The leader of the opposition, Kamla Persad-Bissessar, is calling for a meeting with the government to propose a bipartisan approach to crime legislation in the fight against crime, starting with two pieces of legislation, the Anti-Gang Bill and the Anti-Terrorism Act. Responding to the call during today's post-cabinet media briefing, Minister in the Office of the Prime Minister, Stuart Young, made it clear that government has always been open to dialogue with the opposition. In a statement indicating her interest in meeting with the Prime Minister on Thursday, opposition leader Kamla Persad-Bissessar said the safety, security and protection of the people of Trinidad and Tobago must be put first. In a letter to Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley dated January 10, 2018, Mrs. Persad-Bissessar took note of an unprecedented level of criminal activity with 494 murders in 2017 and an increase in the rate of killings in 2018 with 23 murders reported in just 10 days. Minister in the Office of the Prime Minister, Stuart Young, said he only learned of the request to meet when he was questioned during Thursday's media briefing.
And if this is in fact so, great, let's get on. But let me tell you something. In my experience, very often you in the media get the news and get the letters and get the correspondence before we actually see it. But if that is so, and you say there's a media release, and now you're saying there's a letter, before I thought it was just a media release, great. We will take a look at it as a responsible government, but I can tell you.
He said the government is ready.
If the leader of the opposition now is holding out that they're prepared to sit and discuss it, we will do so. Even when we were in Parliament on the last occasion, the Prime Minister himself went and met with the leader of the bench for the opposition behind the Speaker's chair and asked the question, what is it that you all would like for us to pass this legislation here?
In December 2017, the anti-gang legislation was not passed as the opposition did not support the bill. And Standing Order 78 of the Standing Orders of the House of Representatives prevents the reintroduction of this bill in the House in the present parliamentary session. Mrs. Persad-Bissessar believes that both the opposition and government should not wait until the end of September to revisit the anti-gang legislation, given how unsafe the country has become. The opposition leader proposed invoking Standing Orders 122 and 126 of the House of Representatives to allow for the reintroduction of the anti-gang bill in the current parliamentary session. Mrs. Persad-Bissessar stated that if the police service and other arms of the protective services are of the view that the passage of this legislation will assist in their ability to combat gangs and gang activity, she believes that the leaders are duty-bound to find a bipartisan solution to ensure the passage of this legislation with the required constitutional majority.